turned-documentary maker Ross Kemp has become known for tackling difficult subjects head-on, and his new show is no different.
Homelessness, knife crime, young carers and online gambling. So 4 issues that I thought had been ignored slightly or that nothing was being done about.
And what's your point about homelessness? Because we all know it's horrific, but you feel that actually the money isn't being delivered in the right way.
Particularly in terms of rough sleepers.
Yeah.
So according to the Minister for Homelessness, she said that she would resign unless the figures came down, and she said they came down by 2%. Well, I walked every day from Holborn Tube Station down to the Aldwych, and I saw more and more people. So what we found is the way they're counting them has changed. So you can either do an estimate, you can do a thing called the chain, which we do in London, where you use charities, local government to do through the year, get a mean figure, which is a good way of doing it. Or if you want to give a probably unfair number, you can send one guy out from a local council on one afternoon and count. And if he comes back with a 0, then there's no people sleeping rough.
So he just wanders around and sees if he sees anyone and says there's no one there with doing
So,
that.
for instance, in South Derbyshire, which is Heather Wheeler, the present Homeless Minister's constituency, they came through with a 0 count. Now, we found Ebenezer, who's been homeless in that constituency for 30 years. He's more famous there than even you and me, Ben. And you know. And everybody knows who he is. And then they put out a statement, just because we have given a 0 count for homelessness in South Derbyshire doesn't mean there are no homeless people.
No.
And the important thing is this: if you say there are none there, then no money goes to solving the issue. And what we found, really, in the entire series, things are just being managed. They're not being solved. 285 people were stabbed last year. That's the highest number since we started collating figures in 1946. The age group between 10 and 19. 3 young men in England turn up in A&E every day with knife wounds.
It's a terrifying statistic, isn't it? And it's just
taking our eye off the ball,
so
and everything's
passionate.
been directed at Brexit. And it's important, don't get me wrong, it's incredibly important. But also, while we've been debating our future, it's been happening.
These are all really, really pertinent issues as well. I think that's that's the key. As ever, you're hitting these things head on, Ross.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic watch. Thursday, Ross Kemp Living with Homelessness is the first one. Then there's 3 more to come as well.
That's right.
At 7:30 on ITV. Sadly, we're out of time. We could talk to you forever, but it is the end of the show, Ross. Thank you for coming in this.
Thank you very much for having me, as always.